So, is it possible to complete a 10 days meditation Vipassana course without any meditation experience? I personally asked myself these questions many times because I was a meditation virgin before going to Vipassana, and I was kind of afraid that like they won't take me there because like I don't have any experience. And I started to search reviews about the Vipassana itself, and of course, all of them were made by bold into meditation, into yoga, into Ubud Bali, like cotton clothes kind of people, and I'm not like that. And I was like, okay, fuck it. Like I was like, okay, so Vipassana, it's a name of technique. It's not the name of center, it's not the name of person, it's just a technique. So basically, like there is nothing to be prepared for. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go there. And it was the best decision because actually many people struggled with the expectation and reality. As in expectation, they think that like meditation should be in a like cold place with like a lot of air, or with the candles, or with the music, or blah blah blah, but it's not like that. It's just super hot, super dark, and you just sit 10 hours per day, and it's nothing like they show you in the movies, and it's like nothing people post on internet. It's not that calm. It's just like really kind of prison vibe. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I think it's better to know before coming to Vipassana, even if you never meditate in your entire life, like same as me before the Vipassana. So first of all, they say it's 10 days, but actually it's 12, because all of the centers kind of far from the cities, and I think they make it like because they don't want you to escape, like they want you to stay till the very end. And if it's like 7 hours from the city, basically you can't escape it. You will have to stay till the very end. So I had this kind of center. It was 6 hours away from Bangkok, and like in the middle of nowhere. So basically I spent the day zero, like the whole day we spent to come to the center. So there was a day zero at the very morning, like we met at the restaurant, and then they put us in a bus, and then they transfer us to there, and then check in, blah blah blah, dinner, meditation. And it's not the Vipassana. It's still like beginning preparations, and then 10 days of course, and then one day, like the whole day, it took me to return back to Bangkok. So it was 12 days. And so just be ready that it's not 10. Yeah, it's kind of like 2 weeks experience. And I checked other centers, all of them are kind of far. So yeah, you will have to spend like 2 days just to get there and get out of there. Then the vibe. That's the most interesting part, because if you think that you're gonna sit like a monk, just calmly and peacefully in an open area, and like kind of this Asian vibe, like Buddhist vibe, no, it's not like that. I catch like 3 vibes. The first one was a prison, the second one a mental hospital, and the third one is a children's camp, like summer camp. So from the prison, it's kinda that thing that you can't talk and you can't even look at the people. So everyone it looks like extremely polite country, like Japan, when people like don't look at each other, they just sit in the cafeteria, just trying not to disturb others. So kind of this vibe. But as everybody looked weird, because all the people like for meditation they ask you to wear like comfortable clothes, and yeah, usually for that people choose pajamas. So like 45 people wearing pajama and not caring how they look like, because like nobody looks at each other. There is this like prison vibe and mental hospital vibe, because like in the very end of the day it's so hard to sit there, so and you have to sit there like in a meditation hall, so many people sit like that, you know, and some of them even move. And imagine like people in the pajama just doing these moves in an area like huge hall, and it's kind of dark, and all the like all everything like covered and closed, like no wind, nothing. And yeah, there is this mental hospital vibe. Plus you're not allowed to do what you want. Even if you want to skip some part of the schedule, they will ask you like, what's going on, like why didn't you come to a meditation today? And I didn't skip any meditation. I just once skipped the discourse. It's like watch a movie together in the evening, movie about what we've done, what we're gonna do tomorrow. And I was super tired, day 8, and I just skip it. And they come like to me asking, am I gonna join them for the movie? And I was like, sorry, I'm too tired. And the very next day they asked me, like the teacher asked me to come to her and to explain why didn't I come to a movie, and she said I have to respect the schedule. So basically it's like prison / mental hospital, but this children's summer camp vibe, it helps the atmosphere be more nicer and not that crazy, because as I said, in the evening we watch movie together, and it's kind of nice if you don't really think what you're watching, because like there are kind of brainwashing aspect, like this Goenka guy in these movies, he just really liked to talk, and like 15 minutes you just listen about the meditation, and other 45 minutes you just listen about philosophic, like his philosophic thoughts about reincarnation, about Buddhism, Buddha itself, and you're just like, oh my god. So yeah, but it's like after the Vipassana, when you remember it, it just was nice, and like this camp experience. Plus, even if you're not talking to people, you still like feel this connection, because like you suffer, but not by yourself, you're with these people all the time. And the day 10, when they like say that okay, you can talk to each other, and it's like the best day of the Vipassana, because finally you can talk to these people, and they're all so cool and so nice, and you're like, oh my god, let's be friends forever, let's exchange Instagrams. So yeah, it's really like the last day in a summer camp, I don't know. And it's yeah, the whole these crazy 10 days, it's worth the very last day when you actually talk to people, and they just nice, they just amazing, they just normal, not as crazy as you think of them when you just sit together like calmly, silently, and yeah. So just remember, like stay till the very last day, and you will understand how nice and how cool is the atmosphere is. And like these people are, they're really like amazing. And yeah. And sorry, I just wrote not to forget. So the atmosphere outside, in my center, it was crazy, very hot, because it's Thailand, and I hoped that they will have like an AC or something, but they didn't. It was very, very hot. It was like plus 39 outside and inside as well, because as I said, it's a countryside, so we sat in the meditation hall, but it was kind of like Bali style building with lots of windows, but all of the windows were closed, and they had like 6 or 8 fans really like up near the ceiling, and like the area was so huge, and there was so many people, and like not enough fans, so basically we were like so hot. It was really hot all the time. And now when I remember it, I'm like, okay. But when I sat there, I remember me like super suffering from how it's like too hot. It's not like you have to, like Vipassana, actually it says you like, yeah, just accept that this feeling, and it will like disappear because nothing lasts forever, blah blah. But these 39 degrees, it's super hot, like really crazy, like extremely hot. But I was happy that there was no mosquitoes, at least, because many Google reviews says that there were mosquitoes in the center. And like that time in March, late March, there was none of mosquitoes, so at least something good about the weather. But just prepare yourself, like bring enough clothes, because if you think that like, I don't know, 2 pants and 4 t-shirts is enough, it's not. You'll change your clothes every day because it's so hot, so you'll be sweating, and there is no kind of time for washing your clothes. So just bring as much as you think, like everyday new clothes kind of concept. I think it's gonna be better than to think about washing it, how to wash it. Plus you so much hate these clothes. Like, because when you sit there during the meditation, like 10 hours per day, you kind of really suffer. And then like morally, all these clothes reminds you of this suffer. So it's like you can't wear it anymore. So just bring enough clothes. And yeah, then the thing that I personally didn't like, I asked other people and they said no, we didn't feel this way. But I just don't like the guy's voice. So the Goenka guy, the main person, like the teacher, he died like 10 years ago, and they still play his voice. So firstly, it's kind of weird that he's dead and you listen to his voice and doing what he's saying, but okay, that's all right. The thing that I didn't like the voice itself, and you have to, it's the only voice you will listen to, and it's just so not like he can't sing, but he is singing. And at the morning, for example, like 5:30, his singing starts, and you have to listen it for 40 minutes, and he can sing. Like, he don't know how to sing. And I was like, oh my god, I so hate it. And I hated it so much that I even asked for the speakers, so you can ask for like headphones with the your native language. But I asked Turkish, as I am learning Turkish, but I just started learning Turkish, and I asked for Turkish language, just not to listen to his voice that much. I hated it. And so yeah, just listen in the internet. There is actually on YouTube his videos with him. Just accept that he gonna speak with the Indian accent, and he gonna speak a lot, like many stories, and just think of that like as the only voice you'll be listening for 10 days, and just accept it, I guess. But I wasn't prepared enough, because I don't know, I really didn't like it. I guess, yeah, the next time, like from the very first day, I will ask for speaker in my mother language, because like now I'm remembering it and I'm like, oh my god, no, please, no, not this voice again. Yeah, so that's about expectation and reality. I guess actually that's all you have to know before coming. Then I want to tell a little bit about the good parts, because all the other aspects were amazing. As the food, I was so asking myself how will it be, because I'm in Thailand and this center is kind of close to northern Thailand, like between Bangkok and Chiang Mai, kinda. And in this part of the country, they usually eat spicy food and super fried food, and I'm so not into it. And I was like, oh my god, am I gonna eat rice the whole days and drink water? And even in the schedule it says only breakfast, lunch, and tea and fruits, and that's all you're gonna eat the whole day. So no late dinner. and I'm a big fan of food, and I'm like, oh my god. But it was amazing. The food is the best this center had, because in the mornings they gave us 4 kind of fruits, and it's like papaya, you know, like exotic fruits, not just bananas. And they gave us hot food, but it was actually Asian. I didn't really like it because it was like miso soup, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, do you eat miso soup that early? And but they had like a big table with biscuits and spreads and like butter and toasts and I don't know, anything you want. And they had like 5 varieties of different milks, and they had like many different teas and coffees, cacao, like hot chocolate. And I'm like, oh my god, is it like a buffet in the like in the hotel or what? So yeah, that was the breakfast. The lunch was even better because they had like 2 side dishes and like 5 or 6 normal dishes, and it was so fresh and not spicy at all, and like it was so good. I'm still super shocked that the food was so good. And they even make us the like handmade Thai traditional desserts every day for lunch. And I was like, wow, like people pay so much money in Bangkok to eat handmade Thai traditional desserts. And here they basically just give it to us, and they don't need to give it to, I mean, like they can just give us rice and that's all, because it's, you know, it's for free basically. This, they don't expect us to pay back. And I was like, oh my god, like guys. The food was crazy good. And then the part that I was super afraid of, it's no dinner. It was because I don't know, like they gave us fruits, they gave us ice, so I could do like Thai milk tea, because actually they had Thai tea and really good brand, like really expensive one, the most expensive one. And they still kept this table with biscuits, nuts, and toast and jams, and like usually I ate almond matcha butter, and I was like, wow, they had almond matcha butter. So almond matcha butter with banana on toast and iced milk tea, Thai milk tea. And I'm like, wow, I could do same thing in Bangkok for dinner, and it's Vipassana center. So yeah, the food was really good. And the other best part is the accommodation, because I thought it's gonna be really, really bad, because the pictures was so bad. And I was like, okay, like it's a hostel, no big deal. But it wasn't a hostel. Yeah, like in my center they had the private rooms, and I was like, wow, so cool. So yeah, we had the private rooms, and it wasn't even a rooms, it was like a private house. So we lived like a Bali style cottages, and like each cottage was divided for 4 people. And we had everything private, like toilets and bathroom, all like per person. And I was super shocked with that as well. I even actually made a video there, because the very last day they give us the phones and we could like do whatever we want. So I just recorded everything, and I will put it here. So that's the area we were living in. From this side it's kind of scary, because like there is no protection, anyone can come from this forest, and you can't lock your door if you're out. So it was a question for me, but still I think it's super beautiful and like Bali style. So that's the houses, each divided for 4 people, and that's the room. Actually it's quite big and simple. So you have your bed, it's not soft at all, but it's super comfortable. Table, but you can't use it because there is no pens or anything to write or read aloud, so basically it's just for the fan. You will have your own kind of shelves, and they provide actually an umbrella and the slippers and your meditation place. It looks ugly now, but they do the covers. I just returned it back. And the toilet and the washing place, it's super big, and I was like, do I need that much washing place for like such a small room? But actually you do, because there's so much free time and there is absolutely nothing to do with that. And yeah, it's a private toilet and the bathroom and amazing view. So there is a mosquito net, but there was no mosquitoes at all, and like you can close it fully if you want. You can open it how much you want and just observe the beauty. So to sum up, this experience was amazing. There is nothing to be afraid of. I don't know why I was afraid of at the very beginning. Like, you don't need to be a pro, you don't need to meditate before coming to Vipassana. Basically, they will show you everything. But I still think that if you don't have this thought about going there, you just don't need it. It won't teach you anything. I guess you have to be in this part of life when you like got this idea that it will help me somehow. And just remember that it's not a problem solution thing. I still have the problems that I had before, and I still have questions that I had before. So I thought that I will sit 10 days and think about everything that I have, like every problem I have, I will solve it. But no, Vipassana, it's not about thinking. Like, basically it's opposite. You don't have to think for 10 days. So after returning back, I still have these questions in my mind, but I have this calmness in my mind as well. And I feel like before coming there, my mind, like inside there, it was like a shopping mall, so bright, so loud, so many things. It was super hard actually to find something like in there. And now I feel it's like a library, and there's even a lady, like, you know, shushing at everyone, like, and it's so just peaceful, and like all the memories on the shelves, I don't know, and it's just so good, and it's one of the best experience actually that I had, and I'm so grateful like to myself that I came there. And yeah, just remember that just be at the part of your life when you think that it will help you. No, just don't go there. Just wait a bit. So yeah, thank you for watching. I super hope that it will help you to make a decision, because yeah, some of the videos in the internet, like I just didn't want to go there after watching it. So just go and just make your decision, and it's gonna be your experience. And just stay till the very end, because the last day is the best in all the aspects, not only because you finally talk to people, but because you will feel that you recharged, that you stopped yourself finally, and then you started again. Like, really, you will feel that. So yeah, good luck.